Good afternoon, futures traders. Today is Wednesday, April 22nd. The time is 4 p.m. Markets are closed. Just wanted to share with you how Praedox Sentinel traded today. You can see here that's what our total is, letting it run with supervision. I did supervise it. I also want to share with you the Praedox Sentinel Trade Analyzer. But if we take a look at our daily trading summary first, give you an idea on how we did. You did see that we were pretty decent through trade 7, and then we kind of hit some drawdown there, and then we fought back towards the end of the day. These are the stats that we kept for the session. Here's how we did by hour. You can see the 1 p.m. hour. Lunchtime was not a good period between 1 and 2. Again, I don't recommend letting this run all day, but working on some new evals. So as long as I sit in front of the screen, I don't care. You could see the signals and how they broke down, how they did. And here's our trade log. So we had 13 trades starting at 9:32, and you could see how well they did or did not do. You could see we did have a few losses right in a row. Again, like I said, the 1 to 2 o'clock hour. So this was around 3. And again, FibGuard did protect us, kept our losses minimal. We do use the Praedox ATM for the volume climax trades, which are basically your volume spread analysis trades. So those are a little bigger of a loss if you do get those. You can see how our FibGuard exit analyzed our losses that did use FibGuard. See, we had an immediate failure here, and it killed it right away. And then this high volume node long, it hit our stop quickly. You can see we had a lot of signals suppressed. So these would be signals that would fire, except they were buying into resistance or selling into support, so they don't get traded. So there are a lot of signals that do occur during the day, and we just try to not buy into buy into resistance and sell into support. So you can see everyone that got suppressed. And then as we got closer to our 0% level, the warnings we received, and then those signals that were in confluence with the fib level. Okay, so that's the daily recap report. And we also have in 4.2 this Praedox Sentinel Trade Analyzer, which we've added. And what this will do is it will analyze your trades for you. It'll give you the signal scorecard, so you can see how the trades did on average. You can see our FibGuard performance, so how many hit target, how many hit our stop immediately, and then how many were immediate fail right from the get-go. We'll give you an analysis on those signals that traded with fibs and won, and those that traded against it and won or lost. So you can see here we have this volume climax trade. We had 3 total, 2 wins, 1 loss, and one of them did trade and lose with the fibs. So that's going to happen. So basically, do you take a signal long when the Fibonacci's are up? And do you take a signal short when the Fibonacci's are down? So it just looks like, did I trade with the trend or against the trend? And then any session highlights. So any recommended adjustments you can make to the settings real time. And then, of course, we do have each one of our trades. So if you want to look at each trade, you can click on it and look at the detail. So let's take a look at trade 1. You can see here it was a volume climax. It was a short direction. It did use the Praedox ATM. We were in it for 1 minute, 8 seconds across 2 bars. Our entry and exit, how many ticks we got, how many ticks in our favor it went, and how many ticks it went against us. and the efficiency of what we captured. So we captured 81% of the ticks. So of the 102 ticks, we captured 81% of those at 83. And you can see we caught it on bar 1. So bar 0 is the signal bar, and then bar 1 is where we hit our profit. You can see the time of the trade, the ATR at the time in ticks, what our baseline is telling us. So our baseline is a calculated number that if we turn on the adaptive profit lock, so if we turn on this, our adaptive profit lock, it will automatically set your targets and your break even. We didn't turn that on today. We normally don't. See what else you see in the trade analyzer. It'll tell you what the regime was. So we had volatility was high at the time it took this trade. There was no confluence. We were not in any exhaustion level, and the Fibonacci's were down. So again, this is new that we'll be releasing shortly. You can see here, let's look at a loss. We had the volume climax long. So we did take a long in the direction of the fib. So that was a good trade. You can see that we lost 84 ticks. We did at one point have 29 ticks in profit, and it went against us 84 ticks. So we got 0% of that. Okay. But we do have it so that if we're using the Praedox ATM, we're looking for 40 ticks, for it to go 40 ticks and then move to break even plus 21. So if we had it less, and if we had our target to say, let's say 25 ticks and move, this would have been a fine trade. But our ATM says 40 ticks is our first target. And when you hit that, move to break even plus 21. So you can see we did have 25 minutes of some heat back and forth. And we ultimately did hit our stop on the 25th minute. So there's a good analysis on that trade right there. If you want to look at the high volume node trade here we took, this here went 17 ticks in our favor, 18 ticks against us. FibGuard did take us out of that trade. Fibs were down. And this was a short, so it did take it in the direction of the trend. Volatility was low, or actually normal in this case. So anyway, quick update on today's signals and the new Praedox Sentinel Trade Analyzer that will be included and being released hopefully the end of this week, maybe early next week. Still running some tests on it. We do have some enhancements as well to the way the signals will be displayed. So ensuring that we are taking a trade with the trend. So we're making some adjustments there as well, except the ones that are mean reversion trades and our counter trend trades. So there are a few of those. So anyway, that's the quick update. Hope you like it. If you have any questions, as always, please feel free to leave a comment, shoot a message on Discord, send me an email. Happy to respond. Join our Discord. It's free to join. You can ask questions for the traders. Today's market open prediction, if you're wondering, actually was a counter trade. So it was a break of the London low. Several of our traders did take that. Unfortunately, I did not trade yesterday because I had NinjaTrader issues and my whole NinjaTrader instance blew up and I had to reinstall everything. So I did not trade. A lot of traders had trouble with it, NinjaTrader yesterday as well. So not sure what gremlins got into it, but I had to reinstall. But I do have several things going on my system. So anyway, enough ranting. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you do enjoy this content, please do like and subscribe. As always, please join our Discord. And for more information, visit Praedox.com, Praedox. Have a great evening, and we'll be back at it live tomorrow.